going on. I mean, these kinds of things that are not interpreted as being racist, as being neutral, they're law and order. Law and order is just code word for put these Negroes in jail, right? Yeah. That's what that really is about. So, you're looking at that. So black folks are very much concerned about the safety. Hell, I'm concerned about the safety of my own son, right? I was stopped in Windsor at least 6 times last year, right? Just because I had some dark shaded windows, they thought I was a drug dealer. Can I go into your trunk? I go, you got any probable cause for that? I said, I don't think so either, right? So this is the kind of stuff that goes on around here, right? In the late 1960s, the United States began to rely upon incarceration to deal with social and political and mental kinds of concerns within the population. So they started to create new criminal, things that were not criminal before became criminal, right? And there was increasing severity, like the minimum sentencing kind of law I just alluded to in Florida, right? So there's a prison room that was created, and all of a sudden, what happened? States didn't have the budget to build all these new prisons to house these people, so they started to engage in what is going on even now. I remember last year I went to see my brother down at Boxdale Air Base in Louisiana. He's in the Air Force, and I got to the gate and private security at the gate. I said, "What the hell are the soldiers?" Right? Everything's privatized. It's neoliberalism, so that's the same thing going on with this too, right? So there's these kinds of deleterious effects of incarceration that appear in other sectors of black people's lives too, when it comes to punishment. That is, the punishment never stops. Even after people serve their time and get out of jail, they're unable to find jobs. They go to school, they can't go to school, and they can't vote, right? Because they're being convicted of felonies that disenfranchise them and so forth. Wholesaling. Then you got this thing going on with these voter purges and stuff like that. I mean, we're talking about voter suppression. I mean, that stuff is all going on too. Now, I want to talk about remedies. Like I said, I got to depress you first, right? Maybe that'd be the question and answer period. But I want to talk about one last thing. This right here really going to depress you, okay? Let's talk about wealth and unemployment gap, right? Can I get like 3 extra minutes? Okay, all right. Let's consider the disproportionate effect of the 2008 collapse, right? This financial collapse that occurred, brought on by people who thought they were smart. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard did y'all hear what the young man said, our valedictorian said at the commencement at Trinity College? The word never got out because it's so cloistered. But the young man said that the tents behind you, don't worry, family and friends, the tents behind you are not the 99%, they're the 1%. We control this campus. Okay, all right, just so you know. Okay. I kid you not. This is the kind of people you're dealing with. This is a valedictorian. Right? So, yeah, okay. All right, and the faculty was up in arms. It's like, what the, what's going on? What kind of education is this for? To show off. Anyway, a non-critical thinking kind of individual. But anyway, this financial collapse, this collapse in personal wealth of members of the black middle class was very, very problematic. I mean, we were already going really from paycheck to paycheck, but I mean, this right here really devastated us a great deal, right? So there's a disproportionate rate of black unemployment that you got to look at. And look at the wealth. The minimum household net worth for Euro-Americans was $110,729 in 2010. That's versus $4,995 or $5,000 for African-American household net worth. Okay, and these kinds of conditions have been going on for a long, long time because of slavery. Yeah, how you gonna let somebody go? It's okay, now you're free. Go work for minimum wage. How the hell you gonna ever catch up? After all those years, 3 centuries of non-payment? Come on, get the fuck. That's another story. All right. So you look at this. Basically, what we're saying is, just to give it in more stark terms, what we're talking about is that African Americans now hold 10 cents of the net wealth for every dollar an Euro-American owns in net worth. So 10 cents, a tenth or a percent of the wealth that Euro-Americans own, right? Unemployment rate, and then I'll stop after this. African Americans are facing economic depression-like conditions when it comes to unemployment rates, right? For decades, this has been the case. It's just not since 2008, but it got worse. But it's still, we're in a great damn depression and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. The unemployment rate for us, as opposed to the national average, 8.2 is the national average right now. Unemployment rate for us is 13.6%. That's down from 2008 at 17%. So we're still suffering big time, and it seems like nobody really cares. There's no policies to come to the fore to redress the problem. And even when the economy is running at 5 or 6% unemployment, the black unemployment rate is always, again, like I said, double the overall rate. Now the thing is that why is that the case? Well, black folks have been kind of lax since the election of Barack Obama. We have assumed that Barack Obama was, one of us. That Barack Obama had a black conscience, and that is, a black conscience for me is not something that is about skin color, it's about experience. It's just like when you sing a song and you know somebody who got soul, right? Well, you know people who got a black conscience, right? They can be white as rain if you want to, whatever, but the thing is that they have a black conscience. And for me, he doesn't have one. Hillary Clinton got more of a black conscience than he does, okay? All right, so, and I've been very highly critical. You can read my commentary. I listened to it on the radio. I talk on Progressive Radio Network, Black Agenda Report, and I just talked about his new campaign in the black community, talking about I got your back. And I was like, I served 15 years in the United States Army as an officer, and I can tell you, I know what it means when I got your six. When I got your six, it means we all in this together. I got your back, you got my back. That dude ain't never had our back. He has put forth no policy to address the tremendous systemic racism in the United States, right? That addressed us overall. He addresses everybody else's concerns, but when it comes to black people, he'll say, well, I'm the president of all America. What the fuck does that mean, right? So, you're going to address the gay issue, but you're the president of all America? You're going to address this, that, and the other, but okay. So I'm just trying to get you to see that we have abandoned what we're supposed to do, that is to pause and reflect about what is happening and what is our state. Now people are starting to come around, but in a timid kind of way. People are afraid that if they question or be critical of Barack Obama, that somehow we will ruin his presidency. If anything, we will make his presidency a better place and give him more courage. He don't seem to have any guts. And from my perspective, since I know him, he has no consciousness of what it means, what it takes to do what he needs to do. Okay? I'm done. I'm asking questions?
I just wanted to clarify. You said that the sentencing disparity was ruled illegal. No, last I had heard it went from 100 to 1 to 18 to 1. Was there something that came after that?
Yeah, the federal courts ruled it illegal last year.
Okay.
Yeah, the Supreme Court didn't hear this. They didn't grant it cert, so they didn't hear it. So it's unconstitutional. It's cruel and unusual punishment.